Now I know you might be thinking, how dare he speak on this with his 3 subscribers? 2 of which is me, my other channel, which I will not be promoting, because there's a bunch of coonery on there in the copycat fiasco or local artist. That's right. I got about 1,000, I got about 900 plus subscribers. Let me not exaggerate. But I see already the foolishness that's going on with the internet, with all this end of YouTube, and I've heard somebody say the end of YouTube as we know it. That's what they use to try to say the end of the world. Fool, that don't mean YouTube is dead. I seen YouTube on, that just mean it's about to be different than what we used to. Different than what we're used to. And let's be clear, we've gotten used to playing a file anyway. Thought somebody might mention that. All this little like internal psyops that popular YouTubers are doing, where you might see 3 of them together on a popular channel. It's like, oh, YouTube is dead. No, it's not. You being able to operate a channel based off of the premise of somebody else's content, yeah, maybe those days are over. But that's it. I've seen some creators say, oh, well, goodbye Europe. It's like, well, yeah, we're just gonna go and section off Europe from any type of content online. Like, oh, YouTube is shutting the door on our contact. No, create original content. Create original content. Create original content. So frustrating. So frustrating to see how popular YouTubers can mold the culture. Y'all even ruined Eminem. And this, my man, we're like this, son. We never met. You make me sick. This is like the Nikon Z6 and Z7 type shit. It just pisses me off. It just pisses me off that a community of creators has grown so spoiled and so pacified that when simple rules are implemented that are just late, the rules are late. Yeah, we've been on borrowed time anyway. It's just like, how dare you create an uproar instead of being grateful for all the extra time and money you was able to generate off of some shit you did not create. Let's be clear. Let's be transparent. I don't care if you like my opinion. It's not for you to like. It's because somebody got to step up and say something, man. Because having popular people who have very marginal and let's just say very marginal opinions and express themselves in a very strategic way, because they're fully aware of their analytics and engagement and the landscape and how it evolves. That does not make you big business. You're still a user. You're still a YouTube user. YouTube is the big business. So now it's like they're in a situation where they maybe have to be held accountable for the actions of fraudulent creators. So they're shutting the shit off. Get over it. Man, stop being pacified. Just create. Create. If you're not musically inclined, there's services. I've seen the service for the last few months. I was like, man, this shit is completely just short of useless. Where you pay a one-time fee. I think it's a one-time yearly fee. It's not much at all. It's like a few dollars. And you have access to this huge library of content that you're able to use. So you're basically licensing the content, the audio, and you're able to use it in your content. Same goes with certain stock footage and stock photo companies. So maybe you just stop complaining and pay a few dollars, literally a few dollars. Pay a few dollars. Shut up. You gotta be ashamed. Ashamed that you would just just even whoever made that Photoshop of YouTube on a tombstone, or the YouTube shattering, because y'all the same people that was gloating in your with your silver and your gold YouTube buttons from having all your subscribers. It's time to create now. Those days are done. Be grateful for what you got. Don't look at it like you're getting ripped off now, because you was blessed before. Get it on your own now. Use your mind. Create. Don't go and take somebody else's content and then propagate that. Because outside of throwing off the numbers and royalties and throwing off residual revenues through all those people who actually had a hands, not just the director and producers and actors and DPs, but the actual everybody on the list of credits. Instead of you pinching out of their pocket, why don't you go ahead and adjust your stream and your talent and your audience and actually just funnel it over, just transition and funnel it over, because you're doing all that belly aching and I hope they delete your account. Yes, YouTube, if you're listening, those Photoshop images of the logo being shattered and YouTube, rest in peace, YouTube and all that shit, that's like hate speech. They're prophesizing. You should delete their accounts for 48 hours. And then once you restore it, they'll be more than grateful and they'll shut the fuck up. Because I'm sick of all the belly aching from these so-called creators who all they're doing is commentary. All you're doing is commentary. You know what I mean? That's different. That's a whole nother realm. So maybe the Fair Use Act will work in your favor. I hope so. I hope so. That way you'll have to use it in the parameters that it is, instead of tiptoeing all around the boundaries and guidelines. Now, one would think with me having this much to say about it that I got all kind of vested royalties and all type of this, that, and the third. I don't. In fact, I've been shitted out of a lot of industry credits and a lot of my creative input. From platinum selling artists to a reality TV show. And it comes from my ignorance, from not knowing that I was entitled to a piece of that, man. Just going in wet behind the ears, thinking that what I brought to the table was enough. You know, that the asset I was that I was actually the golden goose that I was heralded to be. But the fact is, when you're dealing with big business, they're not going to be playing about those pennies. They're not going to offer you anything that you're not entitled to. So maybe you should not be entitled to something that you're essentially taking, not being offered. Follow the rules. The rules have changed. Same game. Rules have changed. Stop bashing YouTube. Stop trying to put all this pressure on YouTube. Like the same thing happened when all that when the racist rant was going on and there was ads on the racist rant, and then somebody went and said something on Twitter to this company and shut down the whole revenue system and forced a whole restructuring of the ad revenue and censoring system. Maybe if you stop, not you particular, go ahead and thumbs down the video if you feel so inclined. I lost my train of thought. Well, I'm not going to go rewind the clip because this is turned into a rant instead of an informative video. So, I think I probably just touched on most of the bases. I'm excited about it. I'm frustrated just seeing that there's such an uproar in the online community about simple things being enforced. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and all your intellectual properties was up to be divvied on, and it was essentially, a partially open bird feeder. So anybody able to that got sense enough to find it and recognize that there's a vulnerability, let's go ahead and peck at it. Be grateful. Be grateful. just came back to me. What you need to do is use the system the way that use the system the way that it's designed to be used, right? Because if it's not always somebody trying to circumvent the system and find vulnerabilities, then the system would not have to create more redundancies and create more layers to protect. Because once you get more layers, then naturally and indefinitely you will get certain things that'll be cut off. Certain benefits will be cut off by limited access. But the rules have to be tighter and they have to be more strict. Because who's to say that somebody didn't sit and come up with a master plan? Like, I'm a genius, I know what to do. I can just make memes and talk about the memes and blah, blah, blah. And we can monetize them and they can blah, blah. And if we don't monetize them, we'll monetize other videos. And the traffic that we can generate from the memes will give us more monetization. Like, let's not act like that wouldn't be a great idea until now. So get your hand out of everybody's pockets. Get that notepad out. I got notepads on deck stacked. So I'm excited. I'm excited. One could even say that I manifested Article 13 while you bullshitting, even though I ain't with the magic and all that other, you know, because that's not God, I don't think. That's neither here nor there. But the reality is, no more faking the funk. Yeah, that's right. I know. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Hold your applause.